came out here 2.5 years ago, and my cousin, who is a patient of Dr. Bernie, said go and talk to him, because she knew I was looking to do some work in my teeth, which were horrible. And we went to see him, and when we walked into the surgery, I can honestly say that seeing the pictures on the wall gave me some comfort, because I had no idea what I was walking into. We talked to Bernie and looked at the films that he put together, and he adjusted my teeth on the screen, and we liked what we saw, and we took away a disc and obviously some costings. Went back to England, and I have a personal friend who is a very important leading dentist in London. I talked it over with him, and he advised me to come to America rather than have the work done in the UK, on the basis that the Americans are supposed to be more advanced. We then did some homework in the UK. I went onto the web, searched out another leading consultant whom I went to see, have an examination with, and he is an Italian New Yorker, and he lectures between New York and England doing the same sort of work. We got an estimate from him, and we asked to see his work once we'd received it, and there was no evidence to be seen. So we said, we're not parting with a penny if we can't see any evidence of his work. We then asked my close friend again to give me 2 leading consultants in London, which he did. My wife and I went to see this consultant, and he did the examination, and by the time he'd finished the examination, we'd talked over the costings. Both Patricia and I left the practice laughing. We thought, no, I'd rather buy a new car and get some wooden dentures made. However, this is a very long story. We then decided to come back to the States, and I came and saw Dr. Bernie, and away we went. We started on half the mouth, on about half of the work. And by the end of a 2-year period, we have completed the whole of my mouth, and I'm very happy with it.
I come from Eastern Europe originally, and I had very bad teeth. I had terrible jobs out there while I was growing up, and then I had some work done in the UK, and it didn't look nice. It's just different colouring and bridge, and it wasn't nice, and I had quite a gummy smile. So I asked Dr. Bernie on a second trip to have some x-rays done and see what he could do for me, and he took the x-rays, and I was happy with the work. He showed me what he can do, and
we just said go ahead and do it.
Just do it, and I'm very happy. I mean, I'm really happy. Really happy with
the work. Was excellent.
Yeah,
I did actually watch Dr. Bernie do all of the work on Patricia to make sure he did it properly, and he did. We started on the basis of doing half of my mouth over 3 trips. We've ended up doing 6 trips, and hopefully this being the last, the 6th trip, I suspect that we may come back for a 7th for minor adjustments in the future. However, we have combined it with seeing family in Los Angeles, and combined it with travelling.
Travelling, yes.
So we killed 2 birds with 1 stone.
That's great. Well, plus you added Patricia too, so was that part of the reason that your trip?
Well, because we'd already paid for the air flights, and she was with me.
I might as well have it done.
I thought, well, I might as well get it done.
With mine, and I mean, as I said, the before and after pictures are just incredible.
It was a great decision.
It was the best
decision
I made.
Her smile is just...
Yeah.
I'm actually pulling the strings on her back to do that.
No, I'm very happy, and everybody sees the photos, they're just like, wow, what a difference. And
I have to say that none of the consultants that I saw here or in the UK would do any of the work in my mouth unless I gave up smoking. And I did. I went electronic.
Dr. Bernie.
So I've given up completely, basically. Gave up that over 2 years ago. Went on to vaporising cigarettes with no nicotine, and I feel a lot better from it.
I mean, Dr. Burney did tell Stephen it was brilliant. Because he has such a terrible bone and loss as well from heavy smoking, that he has to give up cigarette before he actually touches him, which is 2-in-1 bonus. Great teeth, and then he gave up cigarettes, so it's healthier, much healthier than smoking. So I really appreciate I had to do it. So it's great. I mean, the other thing, when we walked in, not just his work he showed us, and when he took the x-rays and what he can do for Stephen and myself, we were very comfortable with all the staff. They're very friendly, they're very helpful, we felt comfortable. I mean, I'm trying to get them to move to the UK, so I don't have to
keep coming out.
I always say I want another Dr. Burney in the UK. I wish we had one.
Well, we think Dr. Burney should come to the UK.
He and the whole staff
They've been very good.
They're very good. They're very professional. The nursing assistant Ceci and Marilyn, and everybody's been great and helpful.
Without question. He came from a recommendation from a member of family, and I have no hesitation but to recommend him.
Definitely will
His
recommend.
care and techniques that I went through, which were considerable, his attention to detail was phenomenal, and his patience with me as a patient, because I watched him with a mirror doing most of the work in my mouth, because I had an interest in what he was doing, and he was fantastic.
I would definitely recommend him.